Hi guys, and I'm back for a weekly highlights for my Weight Watcher meeting. I'll start off with the good news. I lost weight. That's always good news. Let's see. This week I lost I have a cat coming in here if you heard the door. That was not a ghost. That was a cat coming in my room. Anyway, I lost 2.7 pounds this week. For a total loss of 9.1, and that's in 4 weeks. That's a month. I was really trying for 10 pounds. I know that's just crazy, but that's my goal, and that's 2.5 pounds a week. And they say 1 to 2 pounds is good, so I know it's over what it is, but I really am putting in a lot of activity, and I'm just determined. I had gone on Weight Watchers before, and then I gained all the weight back. Now I can hear the cat playing with the bag, and I'm sorry. Hold on. Stop it. I have 2 cats, and they always want my attention. They try to get my attention all the time. Alright, so as I was saying, I had lost weight before, and then I gained it all back, and then some, and so now I'm back back on it for a month, and I'm down 9.1. So in the past I haven't told you my weight, and I'm still probably not going to tell you what it is right now. I just, until I get back to where I was, I just can't share it. But I will tell you that I've lost 9.1 so far, and when I get where I was before, I'll let you know. Anyway, the weekly this week, and it's set up your path. Each of your actions leads to another for good and not so good. Here's how to get where you want to be. And this first page, and it's Oprah, and she says, every time you make a move in the direction of being strong and standing up for yourself and really honoring your own integrity, being accountable, you build strength, and strength times strength equals power. And then let's see, habit makeover. Then my routine was to click the seatbelt, start the car, and reach for something to eat. It wasn't hunger, it was habit and boredom. So now listen to books on CD instead, and I pack fruit and raw vegetables for when I really am hungry. And that's Becky, and she's a leader in Wisconsin. And so the idea of the meeting was set your own path. I'm gonna put that like that. And each of your actions leads to another. Here's how to aim your steps in the right direction. So they're kind of taking it like step by step. And the first one is draw up weekly menu. And then you have to create the shopping list, go to the market, grill chicken for dinner, pack next day's lunch using leftover chicken, take lunch note by keys so you don't forget it in the fridge, and put lunch bag in the office fridge. Yeah, you don't want to leave it in your car. You won't be able to eat it. And then the outcome is you eat a balanced, satisfying lunch. So I guess if you are a working person, just know that if you're bringing it and it's prepared, you don't have to go out for, see, there she is. I told you. She wants attention. Maddie the Moo, come here. Now you got to say hi to the people. Say hi. She said, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Well, you wanted to be on, so you had to be on. Okay, I'll let you go. Anyway, so the other part of that was going out for dinner. Okay, this is what you should do when you're going to go out for dinner if you can't make your own dinner. 1, check menu and plan your meal. 2, have a healthy snack before you go so you're not ravenous. 3, order food at the restaurant. Eat your meal slowly and enjoy it. And then the outcome is a pleasurable meal that's within your Smart Points budget. So if you plan ahead, I guess is the idea. People are going to go out to eat. It does happen, and you just have to track it, own it, move on, and try to make the healthiest choices possible. That's their whole plan. Reverse the chain. You can follow behavior chains backwards too when you've overeaten or skipped a workout, or to uncover that weak link, the action that led you away from the outcome you wanted. Next time, you'll be more prepared to ace the situation. Start your day strong. This is on the move page. And while you're brushing your teeth, clench your buttocks muscles for a beat, then release and repeat. Dentists recommend you take 2 minutes to brush, so that gives you a nice toning session. 3 songs to set as your morning alarm. Besides, of course, the theme from Rocky. I guess that's Let's Go by Calvin Harris, On Top of the World by Imagine Dragons, or Happy by Pharrell Williams. I'm sorry, screwed up his name. Anyway, ready, set, go. Write down one challenge that you might encounter along with how you can use behavior change steps to solve it. That's what they want you to do. Challenges on the go, solution. Well, they want you to buy their breakfast bars, but you know, that's got a lot of stuff in it. Anyway, and then, so this was what the meeting was about too. Again, Dorothy wasn't there. I don't know if I told you last week, her mother passed, sadly. And so Dorothy's taken the week off, which is very understandable. I did not make it, but I guess people had said at the funeral it was just packed because of all the people who, you know, she used to come to the meetings. Now, I was new into it, and I only saw her a couple meetings, but I guess she was very active in the meetings, and a lot of the people from the group here had gone to the funeral, and to support Dorothy too, but I just didn't have the chance to do that. You know, I tell you I'm busy, and that sounds like an excuse, but truly, my days are packed. But, so they said there was a lot there, and it was just nice to hear about Lois and the impact that she had on people's lives. And so that's, you know, it's sad, but, you know, she's in a better place. And anyway, so Dorothy should be back next week. But, we had Eileen again, and she's good, you know. I'm not saying she's not good, because she just kind of lets the meeting, it's more organic, it's just kind of what happens. So we did do a lot more talking. There are a couple ladies who like to talk a lot. Reminds me of my sister Sandy. Anyway, not really, because when Sandy's talking, I find most of what she says funny. But these ladies kind of get on my nerves, because they just like to talk, and they like the attention, and I get that, and maybe that's what they need, and if that's what they need, I'm just going to go with it, you know, try not to get myself too upset, but I really would like to say sometimes, because it gets a little old. But anyway, so we talked about set up your path, and this is, you know, your path for either fitness, if you have a fitness goal, or if a healthy eating goal. One of those two, just pick one or both if you want. I mean, you try to set it up for a week's time. Don't try to think this is what I'm going to do for the next 6 months. Let's do it for this week. And once you do it, then you can just build on it. So, and then so what am I going to do was the first thing we were going to talk about. And it's like a domino effect. Healthy activities lead to more healthy choices. So if you're, you know, just figuring it out what it is your goal, and write it down. And just, you know, fixate on that for the week. And maybe just doing one. She said it might be 2 is too hard, but maybe if you're already kind of into it for a little bit, add something new as you go. And how much am I going to do it, and how often am I going to do it? So you kind of decide that. You're going to say, I'm going to eat in 5 days a week. I'm going to work out 5 days a week. Whatever it is, write it down. Again, we want to visualize this goal and work towards it for the week. And when am I going to do it? So figure it out. Is that a morning activity? Is it something we're going to do at night? Is it a walk we're going to do in the afternoon? Whatever it is, again, write it in there. What might get in my way? Try to figure out. If it's, you know, you want to eat home 5 days a week, what might get in your way is you don't have the food. So obviously then you have to get the food. Or if you don't have the right equipment for working out, or maybe you have to start a gym membership, whatever it is, you have to figure out what's going to stop you from hitting that goal this week. And then what can I do to make it easier to reach my goal? And again, remember, it's not your final goal. This isn't like, oh, I'm going to lose 100 pounds. This is this week, I'd like to eat healthy, and I'd like to lose 1 or 2 pounds. And how am I going to get there? And so that's kind of, you want to figure it out. Now, she did mention on that, just as a thing, talking about it, I have a little note by it. And some people want something different to drink. And I think she was talking to me because all I drink is water and it gets very old. This really wasn't talking to me because I don't like chocolate milk. But she said that the Fairlife chocolate milk, and it was a low-fat milk, is so good. It's the best chocolate milk she's ever drank in her life. It's 5 smart points per cup, which is actually very good, point-wise. And if you're working out and you're doing physical activity, you're supposed to, like, you know, replenish your body and get something, you know, get some energy into you. That's something she would highly recommend, and just to try it, because if you do like chocolate milk, which I don't, that everyone, a couple of people in the room said, oh my gosh, yeah, it's like way better than any other chocolate milk they ever had. So you might want to give that a try. Oh, and then we talked a bit about, when we were talking about that, as I said, people throw things in, and we were talking about, here comes the barbecue season. It's coming up to summer. And what you should bring is the salad that you can eat, and know how many points it is per your serving. And then someone was talking about hot dogs. People always grill. Well, you can bring your own one hot dog and your own one bun. If you don't know what they're going to be doing, if this is somebody who's invited you to their home, you should feel comfortable enough to know that, telling them, I am on Weight Watchers. I am getting healthy. I would prefer if I could grill my hot dog. And what they said was the ballpark lean bun size hot dog is only 2 points, which is low, because I think a regular hot dog, I think, might be 4 or 5 points just for the hot dog. And then she said that the Meyer brand white bun is only, how many points did you say? I forget how many. It was less than a regular hot dog bun. Like if you get, I always get Aunt Millie's, because you know that's where my husband works, and so therefore, obviously, I'm going to support the team, as they say. I think those are 4 points each. So this one must have been 2 points. So for 4 points total, if you just put mustard on it, you know, ketchup has points. But anyway, you know, you can feel a part of the crowd and do what they're doing, and you could bring a package of them, so it's not like, oh, here's just for me. You know, it depends on the situation, how you know the people. But, and then bring that salad that you know you can eat, and you know how many points it is. And then if you do take a little nibble of something else, you know, to do something, that's okay, because your main portion of the meal you're going to be eating is within your points, and you're going to just have to track the rest. And just feel, you don't want to feel like poor me, or not go. That support of wherever it is, that barbecue of people, is really important to you for your well-being, because it just emotionally helps you. So you don't want to just start avoiding these things because people are inviting them and you're thinking, oh my goodness, my points are going to be so high, I can't go. You gotta go. You gotta go and have fun and live life, and not stop because, you know, I'm on a diet. Well, this isn't a diet, this is a lifestyle, and you're like, you know, as I said, if you're going to their home and they've invited you to their home, you should feel comfortable enough to say, this is what I need to do, and not to put them out. Don't expect them to do something for you. I wouldn't say, well, you know, you're going to have something that I can eat. No, no, no. You bring your own. And I can't imagine one person who would be upset with that. And if they are, maybe they shouldn't be your friend. Just saying. Anyway, what else? Okay, so she said that same thing about starting for the homemade meals 5 times a week. Of course, you're going to plan them. You got to figure out what you're going to have. And then you can figure out your points and whatnot. And then to create the shopping list, and then go grocery shopping. Of course, it's good to get exercise going up and down the aisles. But if you're a person who's very busy and you say, I can't do that, I don't have the ability. Well, it depends on where you live. Check with your local store. Like here in Michigan, I didn't know this either. In Kroger, they have an online thing. You can do your complete shopping and purchase, and then of course use your credit or debit card, whatever it is you're doing, and you pay for it, and you tell them what time you're going to come pick it up, and they bring it out to your car. Well, that's my cat, and she's really getting me mad. She's knocking over my planner. That's not allowed. Now she's going to go after the pen that she knocked over. But anyways, sorry that. They'll bring it out to the car. So if you're this busy person who's doing all of these things, you can shop online when you've got that minute. You can schedule and tell them I'm going to be there, you know, at 6 o'clock. And, you know, I imagine you must have to tell them what kind of car you drive or whatever. Maybe show some ID when they come. But check into that. If that's something that works into your schedule way better. I don't think that they charge for that service. You might want to tip the person who's bringing it out, because, you know, that poor kid's got to carry all that. But, you know, that's an option, I'm sure. But it's something to do that I never even thought of. I thought that they maybe brought it to your home. No, no, no. They'll bring it out to your car. Now, of course, you don't want to do that if you're an able-bodied and you got time. Go in there and do this. Get the steps. But anyway, I digress. And then, of course, after you do that, you have to schedule the time to cook. Some people plan to cook their meals for the week and freeze, or they'll cook for a couple of days. I'm really picky about that. I don't like to, you know, like cook things too far in advance and eat leftovers. That's just not my way. I do freeze, though, because I'll do my chicken. I cook my chicken for the week. I put it in my baggies. I put it in the freezer so I can pull it out, so I can have it in my salad. So that is something I do. But anyway, and then of course, package those for leftovers, eating them for lunch the next day, or maybe another meal in the week. You could maybe skip it if that's something you do. And then the outcome, of course, is that you will have healthy meals ready for you when you need them. So that's a good thing. Well, that was it for the meeting. The total loss was 59.8 pounds. As I told you, my loss, which is good. I'm kind of feeling upbeat about things. I'm really getting my steps in, and I'm trying really hard on my points. And some days I don't get the points in. That's not good either. They give you that set amount of points. I just feel like I can't just eat something just so I get the points. You know, and if I'm going to eat something, I like fruit, and that's not points. So I kind of maybe have to try to adjust that a little bit better. I don't know. I'm going to work on that. It's something I'm going to be conscious of and try to do. I generally don't go over and use my weeklies, but they're there if I need to, I know, but I just don't. And like a couple of days this week, I didn't hit them, and it wasn't really a conscious, you know, I don't know. That's something I'm going to work on. That's one of my goals for the week, because I already do cook at home every day. Not every day, but with Josh's track schedule and Kylie's swim schedule, it's kind of difficult, but I still cook earlier and then heat it up when we get home, kind of thing, and because I just feel like it's healthier in the long run. But anyway, and then I've been putting my steps in and getting my water aerobics and whatnot in, and bike riding, which I'm loving. Anyway, so that part, I think I got those things going, so I got to tweak something about my points, I think, this week. But I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope this helped you in any way. If it did, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm helpful. And if you think it could help somebody else, please share this so that they can, comment or question below if I can answer it. If I don't know the answer, I'll ask the leader and come back with you next week. So if there's anything like that you need to know. And hopefully whatever journey you're on, you're doing a good thing. You're feeling better about yourself, because I know I am, and I just would like everybody to be this happy. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.